Good morning. My name is Sandra, and welcome to my channel From Lack to Legacy. On this channel, we're all things money, investing, and mindset, particularly how to go from a scarcity mindset to a mindset of abundance. If this sounds like something that you're interested in, please stay. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Um, and please like, subscribe, and share the channel. Um, I'm ready for y'all today. I'm not gonna be here long. Hey, Kathy. Hey. Oh God, I know. Michael Beckwith. Oh my gosh. So many good quotes. It was hard to pick just one, but this is one of my favorites. And it speaks so much about mindset. This morning, the market will be opening in about a minute or so. So let's go ahead and get prepped. I'm looking at Ford today. Nvidia, those are probably the only two. I'm actively trading Ford, so I'll definitely be watching out for these Ford contracts. Hey, Shauna, I miss you. Hey, welcome everybody. I see that we have 6 people in with us. So don't forget to please hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Oh, also, if you're interested in learning to trade, you can join us on Wednesdays. That's the opening bell. I love that sound. You can join us on Wednesday nights. I'll drop the link in the chat if you want to join us if you're interested in learning to trade. So let me get my little self over here and get this chart set up. I'm going to put it down on the 2 minute just so I can watch these candles come in. And let's see what we're going to be doing. This is Ford. Ford is one of those stocks that I recommend you trade. If you're a new trader, it moves very slow. It's pretty predictable. Here's our price level, 10.02, $10.02, and you can see it almost reached that support. And what does it look like it's doing? It looks like it's going to reject off of this support, which I'm not surprised. So 10.06. Ford's been range trading. Let me see if I can pull it down. Between 10.06 and $10.30 for a while. It's been in this little range. Really, it's been very close to this support. Let me put it back on 5 minutes so we can see. You can see Ford took a nasty tumble last week or earlier this week. It was trading at 1062, and this was the day to trade forward. It went from 1060 all the way down to this price level 1026, and then the next day it went from this price level here. And so we've just been kind of trading in this range. So let's see what Ford has in store for us today. And let me get over here to the chat and see what's happening. Hey, Face to the Sun. Hey, Jan. Hey. Oh, it's okay. We love newbies. Hey, Marilyn. Hey, sister. I'm so glad to see you guys. Don't forget, hit the like button, like, subscribe, share, do all that stuff. You can't go wrong with any of the buttons. Just hit a button. Close your eyes and hit one. You can't go wrong. Is anybody trading with me today? Oh, let me move this out the way. Let me get that out the way so you guys can see everything. Okay, and let me move my watch list out the way. And we're watching Ford right now. I'll take a peek at NVIDIA. Let's see what NVIDIA is doing. I'll be with you guys for a little bit. It's 9:30. I'll be here maybe an hour, 9:30 to 10:30, since daylight savings time. Oh, look at NVIDIA. Okay. Let me go down to the 2 minute. Okay. I don't have another price range for NVIDIA to 500, but I know better than that. There's got to be something in between there. Right now it's 475. I just haven't plotted it. So we'll see what NVIDIA does today, but it looks like she's going to be on a little uptick today. I'll let NVIDIA rest. You know, NVIDIA can be very volatile. If you guys can't hear me, please let me know if there's anything going on. It's like How am I going to be able to see the chat? Y'all don't have to rediscover this thing every time I do it, Lord. Okay, so there's the chat. Just getting in. Hey, Latasha. Great, Kathy. I will see you on Monday. Yep, yep. I'm telling you, every day, every little good. The sound is good. Perfect. So, is anybody trading or paper trading tonight? I'm live trading. I actually have 10 forward contracts out. So, I'm looking for it to hit like anything above 10:08. It's at 10:06 now, trading at 10:06 or 10:05. Anything at 10:08 or above, I may go ahead and take the profit. One, y'all, sometimes I don't want to be up all night looking at this stuff. So I swung those forward contracts from yesterday. Um, I think I made out with like $60 or something, and I wound up giving $20 back. So I'm just looking to recapture that, at least come out with $50 profit from these forward contracts, if not a little bit more. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let me make this a little bigger so we can really see. Okay. And if you'll notice, that blue dotted line is my support. There's a pretty strong support right here at 10:02, around about $10. And it has tested this support before. I want to say the day before, where it went down, got very close, and then it seems to bounce back up and reject off of that. 10:04 is where we are. Yeah, I need for it to reach about 10:08 or 10:06 to 10:08, any of those would be fine. What I don't need for it to do is break this support. If it breaks through this support, I am going to go ahead and purchase some puts. If it breaks through the support and if a candle or two closes underneath. But so far, this support is holding, and I think it will, because it's not like we got a lot of volume coming in this morning. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let me get over here. Face of the sun, this is your first time. Hey, you're with the right folks. I promise you, if you want to join us, we meet on Wednesday evenings. The first hour is for beginners, the second hour is for more advanced options concepts. You will not find a nicer, more giving bunch of people on the internet. If they know something, they will definitely share it. So we welcome beginners. That's my forte. Y'all know I used to teach kindergarten. So I taught for almost 30 years. So if you don't know, that is not a problem. We welcome newbies. We welcome people who are fearful. It can be pretty scary. Starting to learn a new skill, and trading is just that. It's a skill. But once you learn this skill of trading, you can trade anything. Right now, we're trading options, but you can trade stocks, options, bonds, cryptocurrency, futures, forex. Learning to read this stock chart has been one of the best gifts I gave myself, honestly. Taking the class, yeah, Ford. I'm on Ford. F is for Ford. The ticker for Ford is just F. Yep. Um, and these contracts were very reasonable. I looked at the Ford contracts this morning. The reason I recommend Ford for new traders is because one, the contracts are very inexpensive, and we can go ahead and take a peek at the options chart. Let's just go over and look at the options chain for Ford. Yes, this is the contract. This is what I'm in now. I paid $20 for those contracts. So if we were interested in maybe purchasing some puts, Like if that thing breaks support and it goes under $10, then I might be interested in buying a put. We've got 8 days. How many days left on these contracts? 8 days. So I'm not even really worried about those calls because they're still cash positive. So I may close it out with a positive profit and switch over to purchase a put, or I could hold on to them. It'll come back that way. But if we wanted to purchase a put, I wanted to just show you if I was going to consider some contracts, it would be these, possibly these. These contracts are $15 for between 14 and $15 a piece. So you can see that it's pretty affordable. These contracts, which their delta is a little higher, so they pay a little better. They're only $50 a piece. So you could still potentially with $200, you could totally get into this. 10 contracts at $15, that would be $150 investment. If you brought 10 of these, that would be a $500 investment. But your delta is almost double. And the delta is how you get paid. So for every dollar that the stock increases in price, you would receive 80, whatever this is. It's fluctuating 86 cents. And so you can see the difference. This is almost twice the profit. So that's the difference in the price in these contracts. So, but still, I would any delta of 50 or above, this close to 50, I would take. This, see, that delta just went up to 49. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Let me see this chart. Yeah, we're underneath here. Yes, Lord. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase these puts. Let me go ahead and get in here. And you can do, well, let me see. I want to see if one closes red underneath that, if it stays underneath there. I'll wait to see what we would call that is a confirmation candle. I want to make sure that it stays underneath there and that it doesn't come back and bounce back above this support. But if we get a red candle that closes here and a second red candle comes in, I'm on the 2 minute. If we get another red candle that closes, then yeah, that might be a good place to purchase a put. And you don't have to purchase a lot. You could purchase one or two contracts at $15. It's just a good place. I think Ford's a good stock to start with. Let's see. I'm back to the chart. Good morning. Marilyn, it's so good to see you. It's so good to have you in the chat with us. Okay. So let's see. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait and let that candle close. I would like to see two candles close underneath this support just to make sure that we're under there before I would purchase a put because it could very well double back above there. I want to just kind of get some confirmation that in fact it is going to stay beneath that. So we'll see. And that's what another thing I love about Ford is that it ticks so slow that you don't have it to worry about. It ticks so slow. Now if this was Nvidia, let's look at Nvidia. Nvidia moves so fast that you can't sleep on those trades. Okay, so NVIDIA is at support as well. So again, this would be a good place if you wanted to purchase a call. And look at what NVIDIA is doing. It came down, hit this support, and did what? Rejected right off the support, back up. That's one candle close, two candle closes. If a candle closes above, a green candle closes above all of these SMAs here in the next 2 minutes, I might consider buying a call here on NVIDIA. Let me just look at Market Watch. I want to see what kind of day. It's kind of mixed. I usually come over here to this little Market Watch. It's like a heat map and it shows you, like what the temperature is for today. So overall, it's more green than it is red. So I'm thinking it feels like a green day. I could probably fill in my watch list a little more to get a feel. So let me put QQQ on here because QQQ, SPY, these are all good indicators. Okay. So let me see where else might we go. Let's do a little Bank of America. Let's get some of those sectors in. Okay, it's looking like it's a green day. Eli Lilly is down. That's a bright red. I don't know what NVO is. And Tesla. Let me put Tesla on here. I'm surprised to see Tesla. Let's see what's happening. Because Tesla can pull down. Okay. So Ford, yep, look at that. 1003. Do you see what I'm saying? Bounce right back above that. You see playing right at that support. So you before you enter, like had this candle been red and we had gotten another red candle to close underneath this support, then I would say you might want to buy a put. But did you see how that candle reversed? It rejected right off of this support. Now my support is probably I've got it at 1002. It's probably is really more like $10 even. Because if I were to run it, it look, this wick touched right at $10. So I'm gonna adjust my support because I think my support is a little off. I'm gonna remove it and I'm gonna put it right at $10. Because as you see, excuse me, as you can see, the wick of that candle was right at 10, hit it and bounced right back up. So let me put in another support. And I'm going to put it right at $10 because that seems to be a little more true. And I'm going to tap this, edit properties. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to make it so that support runs all the way into infinity in both directions, left and right. And so let me move this so you can see what I mean. I want that support to run all the way from the left to the right of the screen. And so there's a way you can edit it to make the support go off the screen. So yeah, that was a good thing that we did not. And I'm glad to make this adjustment on the support. This makes the picture a little more clear. You can see trading underneath all the SMAs, bounces off of this support and back up. So yeah, Ford's pretty much been trading in this little range right here for, let's look at it. I'm going to put this on the 15-minute just so we can take a peek and see how long Ford has been in this little trading range. Let me change my drawing tool. And so for the last, I want to say that was a full day of trading right in between these two ranges. This was another 2 days of trading right in between that range. Yeah. So for the last 2 days, Ford's been trading right here in between, let's say 1027. It hasn't gotten above 1027 and it hasn't gotten below $10. So just like which is about right. Because if we look at it, Ford's average trading range is 33 cents. So it's been true to that. It's been kind of trading in this little quarter, 25-cent range. So as long as it doesn't go underneath there, I'm okay with sitting with those calls and holding on to those. So let's see. I'm watching on my phone this morning. Marilyn, are you on the go? I know many times you're on the go, on the move, but you all, that's the beauty of trading stocks, bonds, options, all of that stuff, because you can do it anywhere. It is currently 9:30. What time is it? It's 9:47 p.m. in Chiang Mai, Thailand. So I can trade from here. All you need is a computer. All you need is a good internet connection and some sound training. You can trade and make money from anywhere on the globe. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, if you're ready, you think you might want to learn how to trade options or trade stocks, or you just want to be a better investor. So the next time the prospectus comes to your house in the mail, you don't do like I used to do, cover your eyes up, set it on the table for a few days, and after a week, I would just throw it away because Lord knows I couldn't read it. You can absolutely read your prospectus. You can absolutely talk intelligently with your financial advisor. I promise you, this is all information that you can learn, and we're learning it together. There are beginners, I'm talking about beginners, people who've never taken a trade that join us on Wednesday evenings. There are people who trade every day or trade weekly for sure. We've even had professional traders, people who trade for professionals or they trade with other folks' money, will stop by and help us, consult with us, sometimes stop in the live trade. I haven't seen Living My Dream. I couldn't be prouder of him. If you all aren't following Living My Dream Trading, you all got to get over there. He trades all kinds of stuff. Was trading stocks. He was trading options for sure. And then I think he went on to trade futures and just a wealth of information. I love his recaps. So please get over there. We've got so many friends in finance that are talking money. Um, D from Brown Girls Trade 2, Lisa J. Stocks, Money Coach Malika. Who am I leaving out? Money, oh, which is it? Black Women Making Money? I think that's one. I can't remember. But let's support each other. If you know of a content creator of color, a Black content creator, female particularly, who is talking money, drop that code down, drop it in the chat because we want to support one another. We want to follow each other. All of us are doing something unique. You can, you know, so you might want to dip over and see Lisa J. Stocks. Lisa Lisa's very transparent. She is dollar cost averaging in. Lisa invests every day. So if you're interested in following along with her journey, she invests in ETFs and index funds, and she's very open with, like her profit and loss statement. She lays it all out. So check her out as well. And we're just sitting here. And so, okay. So now you all see how slow Ford trades. That's why I said Ford is perfect for a beginner. It's just going to sit there. And so as long as it doesn't do anything, we won't have anything to do. I'm going to go and look at something else. If there's something else you all want me to look at, drop it in the chat. Let's look and see what NVIDIA is doing. NVIDIA's kind of doing the same thing too, just kind of sitting right here as support. You can see, I'm telling y'all, support and resistance is the truth. You can see where the price dropped and hit right at our support here, which is 471.59, around that, and then it rejected right off of there. Price can do basically three things at support. Once it hits this place, it can bounce off of it, reject off, and reverse the trend, especially if it was in a downward trend. It can reverse. It can hit that support and then bounce and go in the opposite direction. That's one thing. It can actually break through this support. Let's see if we have some where it was sitting and broke through support. Well, you could see right here, it broke through the resistance. It had been trading in this range here, and finally it broke through this resistance. And then what was formerly resistance then became support, because you can see how the candles just kind of bounce on top of this. What was formerly a line of resistance for these candles the day before, this line right here, this support price level here of 462 had been resistance. And you can see eventually NVIDIA broke through that resistance, and then that became support. And so let's see, it broke through this one, and now this is acting, it was resistance at first, and now it's acting as support. So let me get over here. Let me move this down to a 2-minute time frame so we can see how these candles are coming in. NVIDIA might be trying to get something cooking. Let's see. Oops. Let me get back over there. Uh-oh. This is what I'm trying to do. Okay, so Nvidia's off to the races. That would have been a good time. Remember, I was saying if it cuts through and gets above these moving averages, if somebody wanted to trade Nvidia, this might be a good place to get in. I don't have a man, do I want to get in on that? Let me look at this. Let me look at this Nvidia. It's going up. Let me see. How much is that? We could get in right here. I'm looking at the price. 477. Oh, sure. Nvidia's on the move. 82. We've got 8 days. We could swing it if we got into any trouble. Let me look at this chart. 2 minute. Let me look at the 1 minute. Oop. Sorry about that. I just want to see how they're coming in. That looks pretty good. We're right here. The only thing that worries me is that it might be a little pullback because we're right at the top of our RSI. So let me just gather myself and look at this again. That looks pretty good. But it's all the way at the top of this RSI. 478. Yeah, she off to the races. Hold on. I don't want to miss it. Let's wait for this little pullback a little. See if it does a little bit of a pullback. 477. Yeah. And then maybe get in on the pullback. You see what I'm talking about? It's going to dip down a little bit to get a little relief, usually on this RSI. I like the way this is looking. This is looking good. It's not a lot of volume, but I'm going to watch it because that would be a good place. Of course, you want to be as close to the support as possible before jumping in, but I like to see it clear those SMAs too. So maybe on that candle, let's see, this candle, I'll see. Let's just watch and see because we've got this. We've got our green on our MACD coming in. These are spread apart. I'm going to see if this is just a little pullback and if it's going to continue up. I'm looking at my TTM squeeze. We're going into this blue. Okay. I'm going to just peek back at the 5 minute and the 15 minute to see what kind of like where we are in this trend. Okay. That's looking good. If we fire back up blue, okay. All right. Let's, that might be a cute little spot. Let's see. Let me look at it on the two again. We're going to see. I'll keep watching NVIDIA and I've got my eye on Ford. Ford is at 402. I could do a quick chart right down here for Ford. Yeah, let me pull that up. We could keep an eye on Ford like that. Okay, yeah. We'll see what NVIDIA does. If this is in fact a little pullback or if this is going to, what it's going to do. We'll look for an entry on NVIDIA. And we're already in this Ford deal. So as long as Ford stays above support, our calls are safe. That's a decent, let me see what's happening here. I want to pull this out. Okay. So I can keep my eye on Ford. Okay. And that's about the size of it. Let me get over here to the chat and see what's happening. Yep, Maryland listed all the biggies, all the good ones for you. I'm telling you, Chris Saint, Oliver Velez, and there's so many more. But if you're interested in learning to trade, I promise you, that's the way to get started. I wouldn't go right out right away and plunk down money for class because it'll be above your head. Trust me. The language is like learning a new language, learning the platform, putting all those pieces together. Practice first. You can absolutely open up a brokerage account, paper trade, get a little experience under your belt, and then go sit in a class so that when they're talking, you're like, oh, yeah, I know what that is. I know what an RSI is, a MACD. I understand how volume works. I understand what a VWAP is. Because to go in there without it, oh my goodness, look, is NVIDIA about to give us an opportunity? I don't feel like it. I tell you what, I'm not going to trade it tonight, but we could watch it. Let's see, would I get in now? I just don't like how high it is up on that RSI. I don't like that. It would have to come down a little bit off of that RSI for me. But 477, let's see, we're at 477. We haven't stayed above 477.50. So yeah, nah, I wouldn't jump just yet. It would have to fire off for me. But looking at our TTM squeeze, she might be firing up. Those red dots let you know that, this thing is getting ready to fire up. And the green is when it's fired up and it's actually in the move. It's just, I'm waiting to see if this is a little pullback or what. I don't know. I probably wouldn't get in right there. I like to get in as close to support as possible. Maybe had we gotten in on that first candle off of the reject, I don't know. 472 up to 477. Yeah, that was a nice little run. That was a $5 run. Had we gotten in on this first green candle right at support and rolled it up, yeah, that was, I just don't like to play with NVIDIA like that. I like to see a nice clean run. Let's see if anybody else got something clean going on. Bank of America seems to be doing something. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Well, that was the move, y'all. Look at Bank of America. And it might not be too late. Look at that. Bank of America is just chugging right on along. I love to see that little hoppity hop with these. You see how the SMAs are all spread out? And look at this, pointing straight up to the sky on our MACD. That was the move. The Bank of America was the move for the morning because it bounced right off of this at open 192 and shot up $4. I don't know. I don't like the food. When that RSI is oversold like that, it's probably overbought like that, it is probably going to pull back and make a little bit, make a little room for it. But there you go. Bank of America is off to the races. NVIDIA, let's see what we're doing. I don't know. And Ford is just messing around. So yes, this is why I say trade Ford if you're a new trader, because Ford's price moves so slowly. You aren't going to make $1 million, but you can trade and trade safely. Yeah, it's just it keeps retesting. I will tell you this, the more it retests this support, the more likely it is to break that support. If it keeps testing it like it's testing it, you see, it'll get close to that $10, close to the $10. Eventually, it'll break it. So I am poised to purchase some Ford puts, but I want to make sure that it gets underneath this support and at least a couple candles close underneath there. And then that would be when I would get in. Let's see what this is. Yeah, so we can watch it over here. Has NVIDIA made its move yet? Mm-mm. And NVIDIA has hit this moving average. This is I want to say that's our 9-day. I got a feeling NVIDIA wants to run. Did you see how it pulled back off of the RSI? It got up there, then pulled back a little bit. I think that's to give it some wiggle room. 477. It bounced off of 472. to 471 and up to 477. Hey, if somebody was smart enough to get in on it, it wouldn't have been a trade I would have taken like that. I don't even know if I would have gotten in on this candle. Maybe this candle once it cleared. But now you see it's just doing this sideways trading. It's right here trading in a range. And that's usually when it's gathering steam. I'm telling you, NVIDIA will do that. It'll sideways trade for a little bit, and then it'll either break up or it will break down. So we'll see. Is there anything else you guys want us to see? I'm going to go ahead and put the link in too in case you want to join us on Wednesdays. That link is www.legacy. Make this big enough so I can see .com/study sessions. And everything is free. Our study sessions are free. The information on our, okay, I'll look at Palantir and Mara BB. So if you want to join us for a study session, please go to from lack2legacy.com/study sessions, and you can sign up there to join us on Wednesdays. We go 2 hours. The first hour is for beginners. The second hour is for more advanced traders, but you're welcome to stay the whole time. And the information is information that you can digest. So BB said, let's look at Palantir. I got Palantir on my watch list. Okay, let's go to Palantir, see what Palantir is doing. Okay. Y'all know I honestly do not trade Palantir. I own it, but I don't like the way it moves. I don't like the money move of it. I don't understand it. It doesn't move the way I don't know. Ford is very predictable. Palantir can take off. I was just trying to see if there was if there was some resistance down there. And so Palantir's been trading in this range for this morning between 1840 and 1886. So in a little 20-cent Palantir ATR average trading range is about 95 cents. So that's about $1 a day. You can expect Palantir to move. Let's look at it. Let's look back over some of the time frames. Let's look at it on the 15-minute to see if we can spot a trend. Oh yeah, look. Palantir's been testing this. Can you all see that? It's been testing this resistance. There's some resistance right there at about $19. And you can see, can y'all see that? Where it just tapped it, couldn't break it. Tapped it, couldn't break it. Tapped it another day, couldn't break it. Tap, tap. Eventually, though, it will break through. That's what we want. BB, we want to be there for when it breaks above that $19. We want to be there for the breakout unless it rejects off, you know what I'm saying? And then starts to, because that's what it's looking like, unless it rejects off of there and breaks through these SMAs and starts to go to the downside. But the truth is, I would be curious to see, let's look back even longer. Let's look at our daily chart and see what Palantir has been doing. Yeah. Let me pull this down a little. Okay. Yeah, right at about $19. I see we had a high of about $20. Palantir hit a high of $20 back August the 1st. It hasn't seen $20 since. Did this little slip, hung out around $14 for a while. Hung out, got down below, and now it's been hovering right around this $19 mark. Yeah, $20 is a strong support. Well, actually, it's a strong resistance. It's a pretty strong resistance for Palantir. It hasn't been able to penetrate that. So let's go back and look at it over the week and see. I want to look at Palantir for, okay. It hasn't been above $20 since back in October of November 2022. So it's been a long time since Palantir has seen above $20. It's been it hasn't been it didn't get above $20 at all that year and hasn't been above 20 at all this year. So that would be something to see if we could break above that $20, that $19 mark. I would be curious to, try to get into a bullish position. If it crosses above that $20, baby, we off to the races. But so far, this not even the 20, is really the $19 has been a really, can you see what I mean by resistance? It keeps testing it, it gets up there, but then it rejects. It hits it again, but it can't quite break through. And it's been like this for weeks, 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 that it has not penetrated. So let's look at it if there's some little micro kind of trades you could get into. Because let's see, that was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 minutes of up. I'm looking for a slide. I want a big move to make it, yeah, I prefer a big move. Well, Nvidia looked like it's taking a big move down to the dark side. You said Mara too, so let's look at Mara. Mara. Mara had a great morning. That would have been a nice scalp this morning. Let me look at it on the 5. I can see patterns better on the 5-minute time frame. You see, it's a little less messy. So 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes of straight up. Oh, yeah. Mara would have been a nice move this morning. Can you see where it bounced right off of this 9-day moving average? It opened up around $9.59, and Mara shot up to $10.42. That would have been a nice morning scalp. Did you get in on that, BB? Were you able to get in on that Mara trade? Yeah, I would trade Mara. I like Mara because the contracts are not expensive. Let's see how much Mara contracts are. Mara contracts are, I won't say that they're as inexpensive as Ford contracts, but they're pretty inexpensive. You can get into, let's see, we've got an 8-day. I like those. Oh God, yeah. Look at that. Here is a Mara contract for $80. These, if you were to go with right here, these are $79, $80. Would I go here? I probably wouldn't go down that far, that options chain, but let's see. I might do this one. These are 78, so the price is going up. These are $100. That's still pretty reasonable. That's not a bad deal. You could get 2 or 3 Mara contracts for $150, be in the game if you wanted to get puts, but let's see what the price is doing with these. I don't know. Looks like it may be starting to consolidate a little. But on this move this morning, oh yeah, you could have got you a couple Mara contracts. For I would have gotten in here. $85. Still, you're talking about 8 times 3. 9 times 3 is 27. You're talking about $300 for calls. And if you were looking at puts, they're even less expensive. You could have got 3 puts for like 300 and some change. Yeah. So Mara contracts are pretty inexpensive. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trading Mara. And I think Mara is maybe a nice medium midway because it does move. It moves a little faster. You can actually see the price. It, it moves a little faster. Okay. Um, oh, hey, you guys, y'all know that's why okay. So here, yeah, you could get the forward contracts are cheaper. I'm going to say forward contracts are probably cheaper because of the implied volatility. You know, Ford just isn't nearly as volatile. You can just tell even by the way, like the price ticks. Let's go back to Mara, Mara. Yeah, look at Mara. Mara's on the move. 1003, 1004. You see how fast that price changes? Ford's price doesn't move like that. Even though they're priced, the stock is comparably priced. The options contracts are different. Oh, yeah, it's doing it again. Okay. All right. Let me get in this chat. My internet is freezing. Y'all know the play. um, in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to be off of here anyway, you guys, in the next 15 minutes, because this internet is, you know what it is. It just is what it is. This internet is not the best. So I'll be off. I'm happy to have gotten in an hour of time because it is what it is. I think I'm going to change internet companies. I told y'all I signed up for the first one. You know, they're all inexpensive. And this is my first month. I got the first internet bill. It was $15. And the lady told me if I didn't like it, I could cancel this and it will cost me $15. It is trash, trash. But we did get in a good hour today before it started acting up. Let me just go, go back real quick and take a peek at Ford is still getting this support. Those calls break it. But as long as it's sitting there, I'm going to hold on to those calls. If it crosses beneath and I get some confirmation candles and it seems like it's going down, I would purchase some Ford puts. Palantir, let's roll through this one. Let's do this last little check. Palantir is doing what it does, which it keeps testing this $19. It has not been able to penetrate and get above that $19 resistance. Oh, I hate the way this shows up. I can see it. It's really blurry. And finally, we can take one last peek at NVIDIA. NVIDIA is basically trading in a range as well. Just looks like it's a slow day. Looks like it's a pretty slow morning for us. Bank of America took off, but other than that, it's a pretty kind of slow morning. No breakouts. Tesla isn't doing anything. Oh, well, Tesla broke down. Well, hey. I don't know. We missed that one. The breakdown of Tesla. Tesla went from 219 all the way down to 214. That was a $5 dip. So you see, that's what I'm looking for. I want a clean run like that. All systems go. I want all red on my MACD. I want all red on my TTM squeeze. I want my RSI just oversold and everything. That's a move. That's an easy trading move right there. And it looks like, can you all see this? It came down and it took a little breather, came over, went down, took a little breather. If Oliver Velez's theory is true, you've got that 3 push, that's 1 push, 2 push, maybe we'll be poised for a 3rd push. Y'all pay attention. Keep your eyes peeled on Tesla to see if Tesla dips below 214. Might be some opportunities to trade Tesla this morning, the way these SMAs are looking. Okay, well, I think that just about does it for me today. That takes us Did we get in a solid hour? 9:30, 10:30, or we got a few more minutes before. I'm gonna wait till I'll try to get in a full hour. So that's about 12 more minutes. Let's see if the internet holds up 12 more minutes, folks. And we'll see. Thanks, Marilyn. See you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna see if we'll hold up for the next 12 minutes or so. We'll see. What else can we look at today? Let's take a peek at QQQ. That used to be my boo, but QQQ can be pretty volatile too. Yeah, see that morning volatility? That's why I had to move to something a little calmer, just a little. Let's see what these QQQ contracts are going for. But what I love about QQQ is look at all these contracts. They've got 0 days, 1, 4, 5, 6. They got contracts expiring every day. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every day they have contracts expiring. So you can't beat that. QQQ definitely has just about whatever you want. So let's see if we can find some reasonably priced contracts on QQQ. Let's see, price is up 24 cents. So I don't know. I haven't been plotting it, but these contracts are 200. These are about $300. These are about 200. So it costs you about $900 to get you 3 good QQQ contracts. Yeah. But you can sure make some money. I'm trying to tell you, you can make plenty of money. Let's look at her chart. But see, everybody's doing this. Nothing's happening this morning. Let's go back and look at our market watch again. Let's look at that. Yes. Let me get back over here to this chart. See you guys. Bye, Kathy. Everybody have a good day today. Keep me posted. Let me know if you guys are making any money. If you're trading and making money, drop it in the chat. Let us know. Let me know if you're making money today. If you are paper trading today, let me know. Let's see, NVIDIA. I can't decide if I want to take this NVIDIA trade or not. Nope, still doing nothing. Still a bunch of nothing. All right. Well, y'all, it is such a slow morning. I think I am going to turn in. Uh-oh, wait a minute. NVIDIA might be getting fired up, y'all. Look at that. Those red dots, those fire ups, it's letting you know. And then we've got this. I'm going to wait and see. Our RSI is at 58. That would give us some wiggle room for some up. I'm going to keep my eye on it. I'm watching for a crossover. I need some volume to come in here. We'll see. We will see. We will see. Thank you to everybody that joined the live stream this morning. Thank you for checking in. If you want to join us on Wednesday nights, please roll through the chat. I'll drop it again. We do a study session every Wednesday evening, and it starts at 8 o'clock Central. No, is it? Well, they had daylight savings time, y'all. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We go for 2 hours. The first hour is devoted to beginners. The second hour is for more advanced traders, but you're welcome to stay the entire time. If you would like to receive the Zoom link, I'm going to drop the link down here in the chat. It's www.fromlack-to-legacy.com/study sessions /. If you hit that link, and sign up, I will send you the free Zoom study session link every week. It'll automatically come to you. You don't have to do anything else, just sign up one time. If you're interested in becoming a better investor, we're working on investing in ETFs, index funds. Actually, we've got two things going on. We're not just trading, we're learning to trade, but we're also working on our long term investments as well. So, if you are interested in becoming a better trader, or if you're just maybe you don't want to trade, maybe you just want to invest for the long haul, if you're interested in either one of those, you will not find a better trading community online. You won't find nicer people. We're currently working on getting a journal together, a trading journal. So I'm excited about that. If you want to learn the ins and outs, it's all free. We're friendly. Don't forget like. Oh, we almost made it. Mhm. I should say we almost made it, y'all. I'm gonna sign off now. Share the channel. Next week have you trade with the link in the chat. So that way, if you want to schedule an appointment, let me grab that link real quick and command paste. If you want to make an appointment so that you can paper trade with us, the Calendly link is there. If you want to join us on our Zoom study sessions on Wednesdays, that link is also in the chat. And as always, y'all, it's such a pleasure. It is I don't have subscribers. I say this all the time. It's only my friends here in this chat. So for now, folks, I'm signing off. I will see you at a Wednesday study session, or I will see you in a one-on-one session. Thanks, folks. Happy trading. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.